Now presenting your next candidate for financial vice president, Sassy. Advocate.
Magandang gabi, kaibigan, or good afternoon, friends. My name is Jesse Carlos Salvador Agpawa, but you can call me Jesse. I'm a third-year student pursuing a career in the field of medicine, and I'd first like to thank all of you here for being here today, and for providing the opportunity to run for next year's Vice President of Financial Affairs. Now, let me first begin by kind of telling you my story and how I was fortunate enough to find PASS and how it became my home away from home. It was fall quarter of my freshman year, and I've never felt so out of place, so confused, so just kind of out of touch with who I was. And I'm sure a lot of you felt the same way coming into UCI, whether you transferred or if you was the first year coming here. Now, naturally, I wanted to kind of get out of this limbo, and I wanted to challenge myself, get involved with clubs and extracurriculars, and with that, I came to AIF. Now, with AIF, the Anteater Involvement Fair, it led me to PASS, it led me to PUSO, and it led me to the other Allianz organizations. Following that quarter, I became more involved with the orgs, but I felt most comfortable with PASS. I grew more and more fond of PASS because of the genuine people, the supportive environment that they'd always provide for you, and it was because I also felt like myself for the first time since coming to college. It was at that moment that I wanted to give back the same experiences, the same opportunities that PASS was able to give to me, and I wanted to give it to the general members and the future general members of PASS. They gave me that sense of acceptance and camaraderie, that feeling of a community within the community. Now, let's fast forward to today. My experiences that I have under my belt, I have several years of work experience under the retail and food industry. I have some behind-the-scenes volunteer work at different hospitals. I've had 2 internships, one with PUSO, one with Fusion. I've served one term as the external vice president, and currently I'm serving as the alumni liaison for this year. Now, these experiences have helped shape and mold me into becoming the leader that I am today, but I also believe that there's still plenty of room for growth and improvement, and I'd like to challenge myself to prove that to you all today. I mentioned earlier that how I've already served on executive board last year, and some of you may be questioning, oh, why would you want to do a second term? Wasn't it a lot? But although it was filled with a lot of trials and tribulations, serving as the 2017-2018 FVP was truly an honor. It's something that I wouldn't take back, and it's something that I was able to learn through each second of the way. It also taught me the importance of fostering connections and relationships with people, and how it's an incredibly important aspect in everyday life. It showed me how perseverance and ambition can take you a long way, but the accompaniment of a solid social support group, as well as a foundation to build up from, that nothing is impossible. It was also during that year that I was given the opportunity to fulfill the fundraising duties of FVP, and I wholeheartedly took that to heart. It's kind of where Olympia Shanghai started, and with my shadow along the way, John, thank you, I was able to kind of like hone these skills, take initiative, and it's prepared me to where I am today, standing before all of you presenting my platform for EVP for the next school year. Now, my feats as a member of PASS can only say so much, but I can assure you that my goals and visions as your potential candidate are tremendous. Olympia Fundraisers won't be just your average ring road convenience food. It will be the place to go to for a hot, delicious executive, something good, something always made from the heart. Now, I also want to be able to connect with local and already established businesses and groups and network with them to kind of help with sponsorships, to help grow the club and help provide for the members. Now, the future of PASS is hungry for bigger and for better events, and I can understand why. There's so much that the org can offer in terms of its passage programs, its socials, its workshops, and its own individuality. But what good will all of that do if we don't have the sufficient funds for it? Now, as quoted by John Kander, money makes the world go round. And I believe that PASS has the potential to influence people. And for that to influence people, they have the power to kind of influence the world. So let's take these ambitious ideas and make them into a reality. And again, my name is Jesse Carlos Salvador Agpawa. but you can call me your financial vice president for next year if given the chance and elected. So, thank you and Godspeed.